I'm so excited for today. So we're going to take a few minutes, let everybody trickle in. Welcome for those of you who are new to a live session and ceremony with me. Welcome to those of you who I am currently working with. Shout out to Catherine. Hello, darling. I'm so happy you're here. We're going to take just a few minutes, again, letting people trickle in. Now is the time for you to get your space set and ready. So I encourage you guys to get comfortable. So if that's a blanket, if that's a pillow, if you want some tea, if you do not have a journal with you or an open Google Doc, I encourage you guys to take a moment to bring something to you or open something up so that you can take some notes if they come through. I also recommend that you guys have a space that you are comfortable moving in. As we are doing embodiment work today, there will be movement included as well as sound ideally. Again, welcome to our Goddess Embodiment Training and Ceremony. My name is Lindsay Schroeder. I'm a spiritual wellness, intuitive business, mindset coach, as well as priestess. And I am so excited about this for today, guys. So again, those of you who are just joining us, now is the time to set up your space, get nice and comfortable. There might be movement between both a seated position, a laying down position. It really depends on what serves you guys. You guys are more than welcome to have your videos on or off. We will ideally be doing some movement and some sound, so whatever is most comfortable for you. And then I did mention a journal would be great in case you guys start to download things. In these sessions, I get so many people saying this is the first time they've seen anything or heard anything, really started to have powerful intuitive downloads. So I really encourage you guys to make the absolute most of this practice by staying nice and open, nice and allowing, willing and receptive, and really leaning into these messages that you receive. Even if you don't understand them, even if you don't know what it means, writing that down and affirming to yourself, I saw that, I heard that, I felt that, I knew that, even if you're not quite sure what you're being called to do with that information. So I'm going to give us about another minute and then we will dive in. Letting this music sink in. I'm going to do a little bit of space clearing for us, prepare my space in general. If anybody has a space clearer at home, now is a great time to do that. Florida water, some sage, some Palo Santo, essential oils. I also always light a session candle for the purpose of cleansing space and setting my intention. Those who work with me in the membership or one-on-one know that I do an NLP practice with my session candles to imbibe and imbue and invoke them with all of the vibrations that I intentionally hold for sessions like this. So being able to be an effective channel, read energy, understand things, see the shifts and changes in each of your auric fields, as well as the light pillar that we create as a community. So if anyone is interested in that, especially those of you who are light workers in your own right, this is a phenomenal practice to amplify and maximize your own vibration and your intention for your ceremonies, for your sessions. And even those of you who are just working from home, you can actually use this practice to imbue all of the vibrations that you would like to bring to your work by lighting it. All right, everyone. So welcome. Thank you so much for being here with me today. My name is Lindsay Schroeder. I am a Reiki master, an intuitive, an energy healer, a priestess, an alchemist, a divine feminine practitioner. The list goes on and on and on. And I'm so grateful that you guys carved out some time in what I know is a busy day and a busy life, and prioritizing taking care of yourself and exploring what you are called to. So thank you so much. And I encourage you to thank yourselves for answering this call, for witnessing this magic and being open to exploring. So let us get started first with what is goddess embodiment work? So I want you guys to just take a moment to consider, what does it mean to embody a goddess or the goddess? So for some of us, we might be very connected to the idea of the goddess, maybe a goddess that you studied from mythology, maybe something that you've seen in art history or a picture or on a tarot card. For others of us, we might really connect to the understanding and the embodiment of ourselves as a goddess. You might see your higher self represented as what we might have been taught as a goddess. So, as this elevated vibrational, either etheric sense or ascended master or historical figure that really embodies power and alignment, and in a bunch of different areas. Goddesses can sometimes be focused on a specific topic, like a goddess of war, goddess of harvest, goddess of water. I very much personally connect with both of them, both different archetypes from mythology or history, Celtic, Viking, all different kinds. But I also see my higher self as a goddess. The way that goddesses were described when I started to learn about them is just having this deep understanding, this beautiful magic within, and really have elevated themselves to this place of pure confidence, pure power, and pure alignment. So when I started to do deep work with my higher self, that full embodiment of all of our incarnations, all facets of our experience, our own divine intelligence, it really made a lot of sense for me to see her as a goddess. So I ask that you guys consider, do you have a goddess within? Is she maybe outside of yourself? Is she someone? Is she something? Do you have a relationship with your goddess self before this moment, or is this your first exploration in it? Can you see her? Can you feel her? Have you heard her at moments? Do you know what it's like to be one with her? Embodying the goddess or embodying your own goddess, my goddess, is a big part of my personal practice as well as my professional practice. So I ask that you guys imagine this. Imagine fucking, having sex, making love as a goddess would. Imagine calling in clients or that promotion or that notoriety or accomplishment in business, in your work, welcoming in abundance as a goddess would. Imagine having conversations from the space or position a goddess would. Imagine dancing, singing, laughing, and expressing yourself as a goddess would. Goddess embodiment is a work that really supports us in doing just this. So, personally, for me, this is a lot of personification of the goddess. It helps me to see her, to hear her, to feel her, to make her 3D for my human self to conceptualize and integrate. And what I mean by that is, instead of understanding her in an etheric sense, I see her as a physical form. For me, this is also a lot of breath work. Getting into that buzzy, tingly, high vibe space is a direct pathway for me to embody my goddess. I also do a lot of meditation, journaling, and working with tarot cards to help step into this practice. I have multiple goddess tarot decks, and so that's been really supportive. Also, I love the Moonchild and Star Child tarot decks. They have very intense goddess vibes for me. I also do quite a bit of ecstatic dance and movement practices to connect with my goddess self and embody her. Anytime I'm activating the sacral chakra, moving the hips, and especially moving the hands in very fluid ecstatic dance practice type movements, really activates both light code downloads for me as well as goddess practice. And then last but definitely not least, sensual practices, co-regulation with my partner, orgasm manifestation, both partnered and as a solo practice, tantric work, and so much more. So I know you guys are at least a little bit curious or are already very called to working with the goddess or the inner goddess, and that's why you are here. So I am so excited to dive in, support you guys, give you this information, and really step into an active practice. So this practice and ceremony was created and crafted to support you guys in nurturing your own connection to the goddess and to share in her infinite wisdom or in your own infinite wisdom as your goddess self, coming back to that. So I ask that we each call her forth into our lives, that we reestablish our connection to her, to our emotions, and to our bodies, because the goddess is within us. So this is not stepping outside of yourself and achieving a new connection. This is really reestablishing, bringing it back, awakening it, calling it up from a place deep within us. These are expanding and expressive, some of them even ancient invocations. And together, I know that we are going to be able to integrate and reclaim our sovereignty of mind, of body, of soul, and of our innate magic, which each and every one of us has. So I encourage you guys to all continue to forward these practices, create your own rituals to honor the lessons that she has to teach you. Fan the divine spark that you felt when you signed up for this, that little feeling in your gut or in your third eye that pulled you to this, that made you curious and was like, I think that's for me. I think I want some of that magic. I am just beaming and tingling, thinking about growing that fire within each of us. You guys will be amazed at your ability to alchemize as you open yourselves up and just allow and release the pressure of what it's supposed to look like or how it should come forth. A lot of the breath work and the movement is not about the beauty of the expression of it. It's about the doing of it and the letting go of the fear of, does it look right? Is this correct? Am I doing it the right way? Is someone else judging me while I'm looking at it? So I encourage you guys, when the monkey mind, when that front of the brain kicks in and is like, oh, maybe I'll just like stop, or maybe I'll just like watch her do it and then dive into the meditation. I encourage you guys to kind of puff up the chest a little bit and step into your goddess self and go, I know that this is beneficial. I know that I can move through this. I will allow myself to achieve this. And just welcome in a little bit of silliness, release that judgment, let go of that fear, let go of that embarrassment, and allow, receive, truly be the goddess. So I'm going to ask you guys a few questions, and I encourage you guys, if you are able, if you are willing, to drop some of these answers into the chat box so that we can share, so that we can inspire each other. And so also you guys can affirm for yourself some of these answers if they come through you. So first and foremost, do you feel a connection to a specific goddess from teachings, from imagery, from maybe past things that you've seen? If there is a specific goddess that any of you feel a connection to, even in a tiny part, it doesn't have to be that goddess in fullness, but any facet of it. I've had a client be like, ooh, Athena and the owl, but not necessarily the sword or the armor. So if there is anything that you guys connect to, both for a typical goddess, also anything in general that makes you feel like a goddess, brings that out. So yes, there are goddesses of water, but maybe water in general makes you feel like a goddess. Maybe it's chocolate covered strawberries. Maybe it's a certain dress that you have. So I would love for you guys to drop any of this information of what you feel connected to goddess wise, the self as the goddess, imagery, technical things into the chat, so that I have this information to include both vibrationally and sometimes with words and descriptions in our active session. As you guys are considering this and dropping in, I'm going to ask that you consider what your goddess, either yourself as the goddess or the goddess that you feel connected to and would like to work with tonight, what does she look like? dropping any descriptions that you would like to offer to our collective cauldron of all the ingredients of Goddess for this embodiment practice. What does she look like? What does she sound like? Is there something that she says? Is there a velvetiness to her voice? Does she speak like she's always leading meditation? Maybe you're a quiet, soft-spoken individual and your goddess has a booming, strong, almost purr or growl to her. What does the goddess feel like? Can you express the feeling of her skin or her hair? What does it feel like to have her adornment? For me, I can often feel a crown. I can often feel my hair being weighted down more, as if I have flowers or feathers or things wrapped and braided in my hair. What does your goddess or yourself as the goddess have around her? Do you see her in a temple? Do you see candles or flowers? Does she have a familiar? Are there animals around her? Maybe offerings, maybe certain elements. Anything and everything that you connect with when you think goddess. So again, letting go of that fear, letting go of that judgment, suspending any of the pressure that you might feel to get it right or describe it beautifully, or, oh, I don't have an answer to any of that. Just taking a deep breath, feeling into your body, dropping into presence here. What do you connect with when you think goddess, when you think yourself as the goddess? What is the space that she's in? And energetically speaking, can we describe any of the vibrations, any of the frequency, any of that energy? All right, let me take a quick look. Okay, so we have, I love working with music. Yes, for the goddess to come out 100%. The song that we started off with is one of my favorite hang drum songs. And that sticky movement of the music always really starts to activate the goddess coming from the base of my spine, activating that Kundalini. We have a connection with Aphrodite. Oh, yeah. So much so. Persephone. Yes, as soon as I saw someone type Persephone in there, I was like, showered with these red garnet looking gems as if they're falling out of the pomegranates. We have, I feel close to Kali. Yes, that destruction, that power, that creation energy. Been feeling very connected to Green Terra. Yes. Oh my God. One of my favorite mantras is the Green Terra mantra of Om Tare Tutare Ture Soha. I love that one. Every time I'm in a plant medicine ceremony, I start to tiptoe around space clear and sing that. And it is such an invocation for me. We have fire element, long hair, dancing, pure power, etheric presence, Green Terra again, improvisational movement, especially when I'm wearing a multicolored skirt made from sari fabric. Yes, yes, yes. Bodhisattva, love chanting mantras. In nature, field of flowers, around rose quartz and amethyst. Yes, yes, yes. Guys, these are so good. Fierce, powerful, hair covered in gemstones. Me too. Fire and water around, walking, soft skin, goddess connection Freya in cooperation with Kali and Parvati energy. She is me and I am her. Yes. Running naked, but for animal fur drapings through the forest. Yes, I'm getting lots of Viking energy for that as well. Crystalline beings encircling the earth with love and devotion to raise the vibration of the planet. Ah, Kate, these are gorgeous. It came as a vision. Om tare tu tare ture soha. I sing it to myself all the time. Yes, me too, Rachel. Dark and deep waters of the ocean on a full moon. Yes. I've seen myself so many times, Harleen, as a mermaid, popping up out of the water, looking up at the moon and watching the like dark blackness of the top of the water change with the reflection of the full moon. Swimming naked in the moonlight, mermaids, yes. So yes, guys, we are like on a similar vibration. So anytime that you guys throughout this entire session feel something activate and want to affirm it, also, if there's anything that you want energetically to be included, pop that into the chat box. I will be checking it throughout both the drop-in, the active session, and the sound therapy. It's also a great place if you guys aren't able to write down in your journal, you can type it in the chat and then you can check that once we come out of the active session and write that down for yourself. So for today's session, what we are going to do is I'm going to drop us in, start to get us nice and relaxed, nice and connected. We're going to do a little bit of breath work, a little bit of movements. We're going to do an embodiment practice, and then we are going to start to integrate with our goddess self. Then I will close the session with 3 Shaktis, 6 Shaktis, and 9 Shaktis as a mantra. And I love working with the 369 because if anyone here has studied Tesla and oh, oh my God, all of the beautiful relation with 3, 6, and 9, Nikola Tesla shows us that these numbers are the answers. They are the solutions. They are the grand teachers. So let us dive in. Again, guys, I'm so grateful that you chose to be here with me, that you are open and willing for this, that you are available. And I wish you safe travels on this beautiful journey. Let us start by being in the seated position. There will be a time where if you choose to lay down, I will give you guys a heads up that it would be a good time to choose that. But for our breath work and our movement, I do ask that we are at least seated. For some of you, you might be called to stand. So I know most of you guys, I think all of you guys have your video off. That's great. Feel comfortable. You know what I mean? Having the video off allows you to hopefully get a little bit kookier, make a little bit of noise, and don't worry, I'll hold it down and like move around like a weirdo and make some noises so that you guys are encouraged and expanded. All right, so let us start by just pulling the shoulders back and moving the shoulders forward, pushing the chest in and out, starting to loosen up the spine, starting to feel the expanse and the collapse of the belly. You might want to start rolling the shoulders as well. You might want to roll the head a little bit. I just want to loosen up the spinal column and get some movement and fluidity in. Then when you are ready, let us close our eyes and start to drop in. God, angels, universe, source, vibration, frequency, that which each of us believes in, goddess, all goddesses, the goddess of myself and the goddess of each and every one of us that joins us live today and joins us for this replay. Everyone on this planet, everyone who has ascended, everyone who chooses to incarnate, everything, every being, every light force, every, from the molecule to the atom, to every particle, to every piece of energy that was and is and will be, every transmutation and permeation. We call upon the power of receiving. We call upon the power of embodying. We are here. We are available. We are magic. Dropping into presence in the bottom of your feet, starting to feel the heaviness growing as if you are sinking deeper and deeper and deeper into your physical body, going down, down, and down, going further and further and further, feeling as if your feet and your ankles and your shins and your calves are turning to quicksand, fading into the floor, dropping down, 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 feeling the weight growing in your knees, in your thighs, in your hips, in your waist, in your belly, softening the belly, relaxing the belly, no longer pulling that in, keeping it tight and taut, softening it, loving it. If it serves you, placing the hands on the belly to make sure that you are releasing the tension. If it serves you, rubbing the belly a little bit, activating, loving, softening, gently releasing, going down, 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 going further and further and further, starting to connect with the stickiness, the deliciousness of being in your body. Feeling into the heart and the chest, feeling into the shoulders, feeling into the arms, feeling that quicksand energy and heaviness move into the forearms and down each and every finger. Feeling that softness and that heaviness and that relaxation in the throat, relaxing the jaw, releasing the tongue from the roof of the mouth, stretching the jaw, sticking the tongue out if it serves you. Releasing pressure and tension in the cheeks, in the ears, in the eyes, in the nose, in the forehead, until we reach the tip top of the head and we relax and we release and we become oh so present in our physical bodies. Divine body, divine vessel, my temple in this incarnation. I am so grateful for you. I am so thankful for you. From the tips of my toes to the top of my head, I am so grateful for each and every part, each and every piece. I ask that you join me in some active breath work. Let us start with rapid in and out breaths through the nose. It will look and sound like this. I will chime to start and chime to end. Breathing in and out rapidly through the nose. Feeling this pressure release and pull. Feeling this rapid breath in and out through the nose. Feeling the shoulders rise and fall. Feeling the belly expand and contract faster and faster, faster and faster, fuller and fuller, in and out through the nose. Taking deeper breaths in, calling the breath further in and further out through the nose. You're almost there. Keep going. You're doing great. In and out through the nose, feeling the expanse, feeling the tingliness, recognizing how this feels in the body from the tips of the toes to the top of the head, from the lungs to the nose, to the throat, to the chest, to the belly, to the diaphragm, breathing in and out rapidly through the nose. And releasing this breath. Dropping the palms of the hands, palms up on the tops of the knees, moving the head and neck from side to side, collapsing the shoulders, really giving yourself release after that active breath. We will take a few more moments and then we will move our rapid breath to the mouth. So this will be in and out through the mouth. It will look and sound like this. For those of you who feel called and have worked with breath of fire before, you are more than welcome to stick the tongue out, hold the hands up and look like a lion if it serves you, opening the eyes wide. If you prefer, you are more than welcome to just breathe in and out through the mouth. You can also purse the lips to put more pressure in and out for a more intense breath. Really feeling that push and pull through the cheek. When you are ready, joining me for rapid breath in and out through the mouth. Expanding and exploring the breath in and out through the mouth. Trying a different type of breath in and out through the mouth. If you've been pursing the lips, I encourage you to open the mouth. If you've been holding the tension in your shoulders, start to collapse the shoulders, moving them up and down. If you've been holding the belly in, I encourage you to expand and release the belly, feeling it drop and pull, drop and pull. Breathing in a new way, still in and out through the mouth. Maybe adding noise, maybe adding sound, maybe adding a growl. Ooh, 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 ah, 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 ah. In and out through the mouth, in and out through the mouth. Exploring, filling, going faster or slower, in and out through the mouth. Keep it going, guys. Go a little bit stronger, a little bit fuller, a little bit faster, a little bit more expression, a little bit weirder, a little bit louder, a little bit more powerful. Feeling the activation of the goddess, that fullness from the tips of the toes to the top of the head. And dropping into relaxation, opening the palms of the hands, dropping them on the tops of the knees, releasing, relaxing, shaking it out a little bit if it serves you, rolling the head and neck from side to side, shaking the feet, shaking the hands, slapping the arms if it serves you, releasing that tension. For that active breath often takes a lot of focus to keep it going. As you feel yourself sliding off, you pull yourself back. Let us thank the mind for pulling us back. Let us thank the body for participating. Let us thank the breath and the air and the life force and the chi and the prana that is all around us. Let us thank the tingling and the buzzing and the elongation of the spine that we step so magically into. Now we're going to do a 3-part breath progression. We are going to breathe in through the nose, out through the nose, in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the mouth, and out through the mouth. Then we will hold, and then we will do this again. We are going to do this for 5 rounds. So that will be in and out through the nose, in and through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the mouth, out through the mouth for 1, and we will do 5 total rounds. All right, let's shake it out a little bit and get ready. Let us breathe in through your nose, filling the lungs, filling the belly, filling the diaphragm. Once you've reached that peak and you are full, release through the nose. Breathing in through our nose and out through the mouth. Breathing in through the mouth and out through the mouth. That is progression number 1. Breathing in through our nose and out through our nose. Breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth. Breathing in through our mouth, out through our mouth. That is progression number 2. Following your own pace if it is different than mine. Breathing in through your nose, out through the nose. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Breathing in through the mouth, out through the mouth. That is progression number 3. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Breathing in through the mouth, out through the mouth. This is progression number 4. Feeling the deliciousness of this breath, feeling the expanse and the space you are creating with this breath. And on this last progression, I encourage you to make it intense, make it louder, make a sound, make it silly, make it full. Breathing in through your nose, breathing out through the nose. Breathing in through the nose. Breathing out through the mouth. Breathing in through the mouth. Breathing out through the mouth. And holding. Dropping into the body. What does it feel like as you hold this breath? Do you feel tingling, buzzing, warmth, cool? As you are called, feel free to release gently, holding only when it feels good, not when it hurts. Releasing as you are called, sinking into the body, feeling the body, placing hands on the body if it serves you. Is that your heart? Is that your belly? Is that your head? Sinking into the body. Now it is up to each of you if you choose to open the eyes or keep the eyes closed for our movement portion. Let us start to move gently, side to side, placing hands on the body. This might be hands on the tops of the knees. This might be hands on the heart. For some of you, you might want to start tapping on the third eye, tapping on the top of the head, tapping the wrists together, shaking the hands. Let us start to move into movement, starting gently, starting fluidly, allowing yourself some space, adjusting where your body is, how you are seated. If you want to move to a standing position, maybe on your knees. For some of us who work with movement, ecstatic dance, and embodiment regularly, you might want to go into the cat-cow position on hands and knees, moving gently, starting to add either circles or a figure 8 or round movements in the hips. Starting to activate that root chakra, starting to clench in the feet, clench in the legs, clench in the butt, clench in the hips, activating side to side movement. Start to lean into sensual movement, sticky movement, delicious movements. Start moving like a cat, like a goddess, like the power and the magic that you each have within you. Moving, feeling, still moving in slowness, still moving in gentleness, but starting to feel. You are so powerful. You are so magnetic, so magical, so divine, so divine. Ooh, let us move into a little bit more intense of movement. Let us add our hands. If you were a goddess, since you are a goddess, how would you move? Calling in your wild woman, calling in your priestess, calling in your empress, calling in your goddess. Start moving and feeling, not judging what it looks like, just feeling. Start to touch the body, touch the hands, touch the arms, touch the chest, the cheeks, the head, the throat, touch the legs, move the spine.
To the inner child woman, you are wise and ancient, greater than the pain. Wild woman, infinitely grateful for the rain. Wild woman, savage, fierce,
moving more intensely. If it serves you, if you are ready, if you are available and open, adding noise. I love to start with rolling. Hissing like a snake.
She's a queen, the empress, the priestess, the goddess. She
Growl.
persists in a system trying to pimp her out for profit. In every breath of fire, you can feel her rage is growing. If you ain't listening to her ancient, ageless knowing, flowing wind, flowing
For some of us, it might serve us to start with mantra, maybe an Om or an Ah, maybe a Guru Dev Namo, maybe a Shak, maybe a Shanti. If you have not already started to add the hands, I encourage you to start to lean up and pull energy down into you. For some of us, this might be like a funnel, like a chalice moving in, that upside down pyramid shape. For others, it might be just straight up and down. For others, you might be from in front of you, pulling into the heart space. I love to pull into the sacral chakra, bringing energy in to that sensual space, that creative space, that powerful space. Continuing to move the hips, continuing to feel your power, accessing your goddess. You are a goddess. Let us bring in the feeling, the vibration, and the imagery of the goddesses that we have described. Aphrodite, seeing her in the shell, seeing her come from the sea foam, that beauty, that sensual nature. Persephone, the beauty of above and underground. Kali, let us see her, let us feel her, let us witness that power. Green Terra and the beauty and the compassion and the peace that she brings us. Let us call in the fire element. Let us call in long hair and dancing, moving more and more. Calling in pure power, bringing that into you, bringing that into you, bringing in the etheric presence. Improvisational movements, considering yourself, seeing yourself adorned in a skirt made of Shakti fabric, made of sari fabric, Bodhisattva, chanting the mantras, Om Tare, Tutare, Ture, Soha, Om Shakti, Om Shanti. We are wild women, activating our wild woman, our priestess, our goddess, our empress. We are in nature, dancing and moving through a field of flowers, adorned in rose quartz and amethyst. It drips from our head, it drips from our hands. We are fierce, we are powerful. Our hair is covered in gemstones. We are made of fire and ice and water. We walk around in power. We touch our soft skin. Goddess connection, Freya. We are here with Kali and Parvati. She is me and I am her. We run naked with just fur drapings through the forest, our feet gingerly over the stones, the twigs, the moss, the grass. We navigate through the trees. We are crystalline beings encircling the earth with love and devotion. We raise the vibration of ourselves, of our body, of our energy, of our auric field, of this group, of the light pillar that we create, of the planets. Om Tare Tutare Ture Soha. Om Tare Tutare Ture Soha. We sing it to myself, we sing it to you, we sing it to each other. Let us see the dark and deep waters of the ocean on a full moon. Let us see the dark and deep waters of the ocean on a new moon. Let us see the dark and deep waters of the ocean of our soul. Let us feel ourselves swimming naked in the moonlight, the water on our naked bodies adorning us as if we are glistening in gemstones in the beauty of that water. We are all mermaids navigating the ocean.
The more I do that, the more
we affirm our true path. We are authentic.
And I go out and get it.
We are aligned. We are powerful. I welcome you to step as fully as possible into this movement for the last few moments of our song. Moving and moving and moving. Bigger movements, opening the chest, opening the heart, opening the third eye, moving the hands, moving the body. You are goddess.
Live with more
Let
intention.
us live
Speak life,
with more
give thanks,
intention.
stay dedicated to ascension.
Stay dedicated to our ascension. I invite you all to take a leap with me. When you are ready, starting to settle your body. Settle your body into a seated or lying down position. Settle your body, but not your energy. Allow your energy to stay as active, as elevated, as powerful as possible. You are the goddess. You embody the goddess. Describing to yourself what your body feels like right now, in this moment, in this place, in this space. Om Tare, Tu Tare, Ture Soha. 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 Divine Shakti, Divine Shakti, Divine Shakti within me, Divine Shakti within you. Goddess energy, let us activate from within us, for we carry this with us at any and every moment. We are so powerful, we are so divine, we are so aligned. I am the wild woman. Hear my voice as your own. I am the wild woman. I am the goddess. I am the goddess. Let us integrate the light and the dark. Let us integrate ourselves with the goddess, with our goddess. Opening the portal at the crown chakra, your connection to all that was and is and will be, your connection to the cosmos, to the ether. I open my crown chakra, hearing my voice as your own. I open my crown chakra. You now have access to the goddess energy of your higher self, the goddess energy of the ascended goddesses of times past, the goddess energy of your ancestors, the goddess energy of your lineage. I encourage you to take your hand and bring that energy in, reaching above your crown chakra and pulling that down, signifying to your body, signifying to your energy, signifying to your soul that you bring that in. If it serves you, bringing this energy in and placing it into the root chakra, touching the physical representation of the root chakra, bringing this energy in and placing it into the sacral chakra, touching the physical space of the sacral chakra, bringing this energy in and placing it into the solar plexus chakra, feeling it, embodying it, bringing this energy in and placing it into the heart chakra. You feel it, you are it, you embody it. Bringing this energy in from above, down through the crown chakra, into the throat chakra. You speak it, you are it, you express it. Bringing this energy down and into the third eye, your ability to see beyond your sight, to see as the goddess sees. We activate the pineal gland, we decalcify the pineal gland, reaching our hand up one more time, bringing this goddess energy into the crown chakra, integrating, solidifying, becoming one in all aspects of your mind, your body, and your soul, with your goddess self, with the goddess self. Do you see yourself in a crown? Do you see yourself in a veil? Are there flowers woven in your hair, gemstones dripping from you? Does your body look different than a human? Does your energy feel different than a human? Describing to yourself in this space, in this place, this in-between vibration. You are not of the earth in this moment. You are of the ether in this moment. You are so much more than just your body, so much more than just your mind. Now, in this moment, you see yourself as the goddess. What do you look like? You feel yourself as the goddess. What do you feel like? You hear yourself as the goddess. What do you sound like? Stepping into each and every sense. Each and every sense. Stepping into your goddess self. Taking the next few moments in sound to explore your goddess self. From head to toe, from root chakra to crown chakra, all through your auric field, all through the power of your vibration. Bringing the hands together over the heart chakra, tucking the knuckles of the thumbs into the sternum, into the heart space. If you are called, joining me in 3, 6, and 9 Shaktis. Shakti, 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 Shakti. Let us bow the intelligence of the head to the wisdom of the heart. When you are ready, dropping your hands, palms up on the tops of your knees, signifying that you are open to receiving continued wisdom, continued support from your goddess self, or the goddess, or a goddess, or the essence of goddess. Starting to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, moving your head and neck from side to side. When you are ready, when you are called, opening your eyes, coming back into this place, coming back into this space. Taking the next few moments, if you are called, if it serves you, to write anything down that you received, anything that you thought, saw, felt, anything that was transmuted, alchemized into the chat box or into your journal or onto your live Google Doc in some way, in some place, so that you can keep and integrate some of this magic. If anyone is comfortable and open, I would love to see what you saw, what you felt, what you thought. If there are any questions, please feel free to take yourself off mute and ask. Those of you who feel more comfortable, please feel free to share into the chat. We'll take the next few moments to give you guys time and space to both download, share in the chat box with the group, and if anyone has a question, you are more than welcome to come off mute and ask. Oh my God, I love that. So Teresa said, interesting, I heard ancient Egypt language and Isis or some other goddess. It was powerful. That's so beautiful. Anytime I mention the pineal gland, I always see the Eye of Horus, and that always activates ancient Egypt for me. Harleen said she felt endless flowers blooming on my skin and energetic body. Oh, that's so gorgeous. Harleen, I'm wondering if you've ever seen the Dior haute couture videos. There's one of them where there is a couple inside a tree. They're actually part of the tree. Oh my God, like I instantly saw that when you said that, because like the tree is actually them and they're the tree and it's like blooming and so beautiful. Oh my God, it's very, very reminiscent of flowers blooming on the skin. Maria said movement, imagery, words, light as water pouring down. Yes, I often see a waterfall of like golden or moonlit water that like cascades over my aura and just like kind of filters and cleanses everything. I love that. Lynette said, I was walking across the earth, but my feet were above the ground as though I was walking on the air. Then I was in a waterfall as the water washed over me and I was emanating a green aura. Oh, Lynette, that's so beautiful. Your heart expanding into your entire auric field. Oh, thank you guys so much for sharing. Thank you guys so much for participating with me. So if you guys loved this new moon goddess embodiment practice, I encourage you guys to consider Waters the membership. This is the space where I introduce you guys to a ton of practices like this. It gives you access and exposure to practices that allow you to expand and try different things so that you can explore and see, ooh, breath work really works for me, or ooh, embodiment really works for me. So this month in April for Waters the membership, I have the Wild Woman Inner Child progression, which is the next step through this practice today, as well as a holotropic breath work and archetype training that will support you in going deeper and deeper and deeper into the queen, the empress, the goddess, and the priestess archetypes, which will really deepen the goddess embodiment practice. Now, as I mentioned, if you guys are a part of Waters the membership, this replay will be in your portal. If not, and you would like a replay of this, please just feel free to drop your email into our chat box before you head out. Thank you, thank you, thank you to each and every one of you for being here, for supporting yourself in this way. I am so grateful to you. I am so thankful to each and every one of you. I really hope to share additional space with you guys. I will continue to host free new moon live sessions for at least another month. So keep your eyes peeled for the next one. And I also want to let you guys know that soon I will be stepping into a launch for one-on-one coaching. So I'm currently enrolling one-on-one coaching clients, private clients, VIP clients. So if you are interested in deepening your personal practice, expanding yourself as a soulpreneur, developing your intuition, developing your gifts, reprogramming your subconscious, and up-leveling both your life, your business, and your ability to consciously create, then I encourage you guys to reach out to me, whether that's via email or direct message on Instagram, if that's on Facebook, any of the means, or if you are ready, book a discovery call. There is a link in my Instagram bio, also on my website. A discovery call is a 30-minute session, completely free, one-on-one with you and me, where we can talk about what you're interested in working on, and I can offer you all of the beautiful, amazing, delicious things that we could cover in a coaching program and see if we're that perfect fit. So keep your eyes peeled. I'll be talking more and more about who one-on-one coaching is for, what's included, and the up levels that I've seen so many of my clients move through. So if you're curious, keep your eyes peeled. Thank you, thank you, thank you guys again. I am so proud of you, so grateful and so thankful, and I hope to see you all soon. I do have a couple questions in the chat box, so for those of you who direct message questions, I'll be answering those right now. Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And remember, the new moon is soon upon us. This is a phenomenal time for you to set intention. So if that's, I want to carry my goddess embodiment forward for the next lunar cycle, if that's something that you want to achieve, be, receive, do, something you want to expand into, if it's a gift that you would like to welcome in and re-express, if it's just deeper connection to yourself, more self-love. I'm looking at one of you in particular. Thank you guys so, so much. I will see you soon. And hopefully I will see you guys in Waters the membership. I would love to continue this goddess embodiment progression with each and every one of you. Bye, everyone. Have a wonderful evening.